ever so terrified that your body hadn't the faintest idea to scream or laugh. That's what happened to me one night, when a complete stranger felt like it would be fun to make my bus stop a nightmare. But the comedic part? He thought he could frighten me. He didn't realize I'd make him the one fleeing in embarrassment. I'm Maya, 19 years old, broke, and on my own in Riverside, Minnesota. And that evening, I discovered sometimes that courage isn't loud. It's sarcastic. If you've ever had to contend with creeps who believe they can bully someone younger or smaller, hit that like button and remain. Because this tale isn't one of fear. It's one of the moment fear changes to power. I had simply returned from visiting my mom in the hospital that evening. She was coming out of surgery, and I lingered longer than I should have, beyond visiting hours, so that she wouldn't be by herself. When I finally left, the streets were nearly deserted. The kind of silence that doesn't sound peaceful, it sounds wrong. The wind had that cutting December edge, and snow crunched beneath my boots as I raced to the bus stop. Now, Riverside Mall Road wasn't necessarily treacherous, but nighttime turned it into a ghost zone. Only buses operated there. No cars, no cabs, no open shops. Just flickering lights and the occasional creak of something moving way in the distance. I yanked my coat around me and walked into the glass bus shelter. The fluorescent light hummed overhead, casting the snow an odd pale blue. I could see myself, weary eyes, crimson nose, hair disheveled from cold, but I was safe enough, or so I believed. 5 minutes in, I heard it. Footsteps. Heavy, deliberate, slow, coming directly down the middle of the deserted street. I was paralyzed. My breath misted on the glass. From the shadows, a figure emerged, tall long coat, hood up, walking purposefully. No pause. Directly towards me. I tried to tell myself it was okay. Perhaps he was taking the same bus. But then, he just got off right in front of the shelter. And with a single swift movement, he opened his coat. I blinked and realized he wasn't wearing pants. For one instant, my mind just blanked out. Every fiber of me wanted to run, but my body just remained locked in place. And then something strange occurred. I began laughing, not in surprise, more like my head malfunctioned through the fright. And as I was laughing, I stared straight at him and said, "Wow, that's it? I thought it'd be bigger." The man's face contorted. He slammed his coat closed, turned red-faced, and, I swear, ran down the street like a cartoon character with a guilty conscience. Vanished. Just like that. I was standing there, trembling, half from cold, half from adrenaline, and began to laugh even harder, because he craved power. He craved fear. And instead, he got humiliation. When my bus eventually arrived, the driver glanced over at me and asked, "You okay, miss?" And I just smiled. "Yeah," I replied. "Better than that guy." The next day, I called the city public safety number and reported the incident. Turns out, this wasn't the first time somebody had complained about a man of that description. A few days after that, I got a call from another commuter. He'd been caught on security cameras and arrested for indecent exposure. Apparently, my snarky remark wasn't the last thing he was expecting. It was the last thing he ever did in public. And to be honest, that's the best revenge. You don't always need to fight fire with fire. Sometimes you battle fear with a smile. That evening did that for me. Taught me something that has stayed with me ever since. Fear loses its power the moment you stop giving it any attention. I didn't intend revenge. I didn't even intend bravery. But when I didn't give him what he desired, fear, I regained control. So, to every woman and every man who's ever felt afraid walking home, remember, courage doesn't always thunder. Sometimes it just smiles and says, "Nice try." If this tale made you smile even once, destroy that like button. And let me know in the comments, what's the most surprising way you've harnessed fear into power? Don't forget to subscribe for more real-life stories where karma doesn't just strike, it runs away embarrassed.